Good afternoon. Welcome to Christ Consciousness and Tarot. My name is Aaliyah Rana Walston. I use they, them pronouns. I'm a Scorpio Sun, Taurus Moon, Capricorn Rising. And I'm excited for Pluto to get out of Capricorn, personally. I'm sure other Saturnian types will also be excited for that. But I'm coming in today to pull some cards, talk about Christ Consciousness. Kind of think of this as like Christ Consciousness meditation for the week, or idea for the week, channeling for the week. So we're just going to start off by pulling 3 cards, and then we will take it from there. Thank you for being here. I haven't done a live in a while. It's been a few months. I go through these periods where I'm like super visible, super productive, and then there are times when I just disappear too. I don't want to be perceived, and so this is my first coming out after, not being on the radar for a little bit. So let's pull some cards. Welcome, everyone. Okay, so I do a 3-card spread that was taught to me by Lindsay Mack of Tarot for the Wild Soul. And the spread is Truth, Experience, Medicine. For Truth position, we have the High Priestess. For Experience, we have the Queen of Wands. And for Medicine, we have the 10 of Cups. So one of the messages that I've been getting on my channel from Yeshua and Mariam and Mary Magdalene from Christ Consciousness beings that I work with is about the necessity of creativity, of play, of joy, of really trying to create a new sense of understanding, a new sense of being, not through a sense of I have to work and I have to be perfect and I have to be super wise and super all this stuff that is really heavy-handed, kind of ponderous sometimes, that can be elitist, kind of lead to judgment or elitism at times. The main thing that we're meant to really tap into right now is it into our heart. Especially this year is a strength year. It's an 8 year, so that's strength in most decks in tarot, and strength is a card that is about is ruled by Leo, and Leo rules the heart. So it's all about courage, it's all about presence, and it's all about leading forward with your chest open, available for a new understanding of self and a new understanding of what strength means in the end. And so in an 8 year, at a time where there's so much strife, hardship, difficulty, and fear, the antidote to that kind of programming and to that kind of destructive mindset and programming is through connecting to the heart, connecting to play, connecting to creativity, because it's, as I've said in my writings before, there's no one out there that is going to save us. There's no government, there's no other entity that ultimately is going to save us. At the very least, we have to put in the effort that we can on our level in order to make the change that we're hoping to see in the world. And so the reason why creativity in particular is so important is because it is the domain of the heart, the domain of play, that is in opposition to warmongering, judgment, to hate, to control. So we're looking for openness. We're looking for connecting to our intuition. We're looking for connection and community. So I'm getting all this stuff from, we have the High Priestess, as I said, for the Truth position. The High Priestess is a card of deep, deep intuitive knowing. They live at the gate of deep inner wisdom. And that card is telling us that, that it's really important for us to connect to our inner wisdom right now. It's really important for us to connect to our intuition right now. I don't know if someone's trying to join the video, but I can't have people join for the video today, but the live today, but thanks for requesting. So yeah, we're here to connect to our intuition. We're here to really like kind of trust ourselves and trust like that we have this like deep well of inner knowing that can support us, and that it's important for us to rely upon that more than just like what we see in front of us, what we see as practical, what we see as reality, letting ourselves be in that kind of state of composure and availability and trust that the High Priestess is in. This is further emphasized by the Experience card, which is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a court card. The court cards are double elemented. The queens are water and the wands are fire. So the queens are master seers, masters of intuition, masters of knowing. They play in the realm of water. They play in the realm of the invisible. It's this energy, that inner knowing, the confidence, kind of rooting into like magnetism is the energy of the queens. The wands are also about creativity, but from expression. The queens and water is about receptivity. Fire is about expression, outwardness, electricity. So the wands are about creativity, play, the life force, sexuality, all that stuff. And the Queen of Wands is known colloquially as the witch card in tarot. They've got a black cat. They've got their wands. They're the witches of the deck. They master ritual. They master not only that inner knowing, they also master the ritual and the expressiveness that brings their inner knowing into manifestation. So these are this is a powerful team, the two of them. All of this is about connecting to our inner wisdom and knowing that what that we're able to create from our inner knowing, from our inner wisdom, and all the possibility therein. And then finally, with medicine, we have the Ten of Cups. And so cups are water. So again, more intuition, more connecting to our inner seer. And the Ten of Cups is a card that's about being in the moment, being in joy, being in community, being in full expression of happiness, of possibility, playfulness. So again, this is a really sweet spread, actually. It's like a really, really nice way for us to think about the week and think about what's possible this week. There's a lot of scary shit happening in the world right now. I'm not going to get too into this stuff, but the Iowa caucuses were yesterday. And 2024 is going to be an intense year where we're all going to kind of be asked to like kind of step into that strength energy where it's not so much about like taming the other. It's not about controlling the other. It's not even about like controlling ourselves, it's about awareness of our worst impulses and allowing them to be seen and to be heard, but not letting them run the show at the same time. And so I think one way that we can kind of connect to a sense of strength in the face of darkness and uncertainty is by remembering that our greatest tools are ones that we come with from a sense of like purpose through the possibility that is known through creation. So there's a lot here that offers us some hope, some room to like grow, some room to like kind of breathe a bit. And I think that's something that's really important for all of us to accept right now, and to be open to the possibility that even as like the external world seems to be like kind of tightening its grip, tightening its control, especially along the lines of like, war and violence and monetary economic, concern at this time. That kind of like programming is basically meant to like keep us off our path and keep us out of our power. And, oh yeah, so this is, I was looking for strength. This is the strength card. This is our card for the year for 2024. So just take a look at the way that this person is interacting with the lion here. The lion, is in a little bit of a submissive pose. They are, closing the mouth of the lion. Some people interpret it as even opening the mouth of the lion, like kind of seeing it, trying to see like what is within the ferocity of the lion. But you can kind of see it as like kind of taming the energy, but not from a place of like, I have power over you, I'm controlling you, but it's done with like gentleness, it's done with understanding, it's done with presence, there's eye contact, and there is willingness to understand each other. It's a guiding kind of energy. It offers support without condemnation. And so this is how we're meant to move through this year, with our hearts open, with a sense of hope and a sense of possibility. But at the very least, take this message with you for today, for this week, about how to move forward with joy, move forward with possibility. Like I said, take some time this week to play. What does play mean to you? Is it a creative practice? Is it making music, drawing, dancing? When you find yourself locked in worry, like the invitation is to laugh at your anxiety, laugh at your concerns, and see what comes through, and see what paths open for you when you see from a perspective of hope and play and possibility and love and not control. So yeah, that's what I have for today for the cards we're pulling. If you're interested in working with me on tarot mentorship, my books are open. This offering is not a traditional one-to-one tarot reading. It's meant to help you as you grow as a tarot reader for yourself. If you have a deck of cards, a lot of people don't like to, you're welcome, Britt, so nice to see you. If you have your own deck of cards, when I'm out at markets, like I worked a market this weekend, I'll ask people if they read tarot, and they'll be like, no, I don't read tarot. And I'll be like, do you have a deck? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, well, you read tarot. You may not know it as deeply or intensely as I do, because I've been doing this every day for literally years. But if you have a deck and you've played with it, then that makes you a reader. That makes you someone that is interested, curious about mystery, even if you haven't gone all the way yet yourself. So I would say that these cards also really do emphasis that need for connecting to your inner knowing, and like the invitation to go deeper with tools like tarot, astrology, human design, Akashic records, whatever it is that works for you. But if tarot is your thing, if you're curious about tarot, this is a great time for you to dive into this practice. And my offering is here to help support you as you grow as a reader. Whether you have a question like, oh, what does the star mean? And you want to book a half-hour session for me to just kind of go off on the star or talk about how the star has been showing up for you, we can do that. If you pulled cards for the year and you're interested in going through your spread to talk about what those cards for your year might mean for you, that could be like an hour-long session. If you're interested in deeper practices with spreads, or working with the major arcana or the minors or the core cards, whatever, that could be a multi-session package. Or if you're totally new to tarot and would like to learn for the first time, I'm also totally down to do a one-on-one multi-session package with you to help you on your tarot journey. So you can find that information on my website, which is in my profile. I also have a pinned message at the bottom, or I don't know where it is, where you can see it, but I have a pinned comment here where you can click on a link for my tarot mentorship. And if you'd like to just send a donation for my time this morning, you can do that via Venmo, Aaliyah-Walston. So thank you all so much for being here. Wishing you the best. Take care.